Guys, there are a lot of big updates today. Johnny Somali is officially on the brink of being sent to a South Korean prison. His escape plan? It's fallen apart completely. And with his fines still unpaid, things are about to get a lot worse for him. So what's really going on with Johnny Somali, and what exactly is the court deciding right now? Because despite everything, Johnny Somali is once again trying not to plead guilty. And the question everyone's asking, can his family, or even Hankyu's family, somehow save him? Let's break it all down and look at the latest reports, plus a few other wild updates, from Joshua Block getting punched in California to police officers caught on body cam violating the law. We even have a crazy moment involving Ice Poseidon's crew and Action Man. So yeah, we got a lot to unpack today. Let's start with the Johnny Somali trial. As you know, Johnny Somali is already facing a potential 5-year sentence. But if the court decides to go hard, it could go all the way up to 12. Now, here's where things get complicated. What happens if he doesn't pay the fine? Well, according to Legal Mindset, South Korean law doesn't take unpaid fines lightly. If you can't pay them, you don't just get another court date. You get forced labor.
Saying that for newbies, what Korea does is if you have unpaid fines and you cannot pay them, you can get forced labor. So essentially, they can force you into labor. Now, typically, it's like road work, but agricultural work is still a thing. So essentially, you could get sent to a field to pick crops, one of which, kimchi. We got cabbages out there, right? So that's where the joke comes from. That's where the inside joke comes from, but it's not really a joke. You could be forced to do industrial labor, maybe making odeng, which are like the kind of fish cakes. You could be forced to do all sorts of things to pay off that fine, right?
Basically, you're sent to work off your debt. It's not just a rumor. This actually happens. Legal Mindset explained that people can be forced into road work, agricultural work, or even industrial labor. That's why there's this inside joke online about Johnny Somali picking cabbages or making fish cakes. But the truth is, it's not a joke at all. If he can't pay, he's going to be out there doing hard labor, possibly for months. And honestly, that might be the right move. Because people like Johnny Somali, who think they can disrespect a country, break its laws, and then walk away, need to face real consequences. Let's rewind for a second. Remember when Johnny Somali bragged about paying his fine and leaving Korea like nothing happened? He literally said, "Do you think I want to sit in this country any longer? I'm guilty. So what? I'll pay, I'm out." That arrogance tells you everything. If people like him can just pay a small fine and walk away, they'll never learn. But here's the twist. He actually might not be able to pay at all. Sources close to the case suggest that Johnny Somali doesn't have the funds, unless Hankyu or his family secretly help him. And that's exactly what he's trying to do right now, uploading clips to his YouTube channel, desperately trying to make a few pennies before sentencing.
And says, I don't want Hank's family involved, nor not their problem. Yeah, exactly. I don't try to get people outside. It's not their problem. It's not their fault. Same thing with even Johnny's family, even Ramsey's family. They should not be brought up. They should not be involved. It's completely inappropriate to drag people in when they're not part of it. And we don't know what their stance is. And particularly if they're opposed to it, if they're, against it, why should people bring them up or even mention them? I don't think it's appropriate.
Now, let's shift gears. A new viral clip shows streamer Joshua Block getting punched by members of the public in California. Apparently, Joshua was yelling anti-immigrant remarks before things got physical. And honestly, this is what happens when clout chasers cross the line. Some fans defend him, saying he's autistic, but let's be real, using that as a shield while committing crimes isn't acceptable. Being neurodivergent doesn't excuse violence or harassment. If you're aware enough to film it and upload it, you're aware enough to be held accountable. Now, another situation that's blowing up online. Police misconduct caught on camera. In Des Moines, Iowa, an Asian woman stopped a thief who stole her father's phone.
Immigrants! How you going, Josh? Yeah! Yeah, Josh! Yeah! Yeah, Josh! No, he's dead, bro. He's
She pinned the thief to the ground until officers arrived. But instead of thanking her, the police arrested her for assault. You can literally hear the officer saying, "You shouldn't take matters into your own hands." The thief walked free while the victim got arrested. That's insanity. The officer ignored the full context, even after being told the woman had video proof. And this is the type of negligence that allows real criminals to keep walking the streets while good citizens get punished. If law enforcement can't recognize who's actually committing the crime,
This woman pinned the thief to the ground and subdued him. However, when the police arrived at the scene, they directly arrested the girl.
She took my dad's phone.
Well, you shouldn't take matters into your own hands. I understand she was going to leave, but you could have just maybe followed her and not got on top of her.
The criminal will escape. That's what they think.
That's fine. If they escape, they escape. But that doesn't make it okay for you to trap somebody and not let them leave. Okay, so your daughter's in the wrong. Okay. So she's probably going to go to jail for assault.
The police officer did not approve of the girl's violent action. He even believed that the girl's pressing the thief down on top of her was an act of assault. Although the girl said they had recorded the entire process, the police officer seemed not to care about this. Then the police officer went to the side of the woman who had been stolen from to learn about the situation.
They wouldn't know that. I don't know those people.
You don't know those people?
No.
Where's the phone?
I don't know.
She said she left it outside the store.
I don't have it.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been down there. I just came back from West.
How can society expect justice? It's situations like these that make the public lose trust. And that same failure to act is exactly how people like Johnny Somali get away with what they do for so long. But let's move to one more big story. Another streamer from Ice Poseidon Circle, Action Man, a kick streamer, was filmed harassing people in public. He called one woman fat. She pushed him away. And then he had the audacity to call the police on her. And guess what? The police ended up citing him for disturbing the peace. This is becoming a disturbing trend. Streamers intentionally creating chaos in public just to get attention. They provoke people, play the victim, and call it content. But this isn't streaming anymore, it's harassment. Here's the truth. These streamers aren't entertainers, they're instigators.
Your daughter's overweight, idiot! Police taking you in! You're going to jail, fatso! Hey, how does that feel, retard? Get in the car, dumbass!
Finally, the first faggot couple I met. The first faggot couple I met in Colorado. Kick rocks, short stuff. Little shrimpy. Keep going, pigeon. 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 Hit your fucking Keep going, pigeon.
And if platforms and police keep letting this slide, it's only going to escalate. Every week, we see new clips of them yelling at strangers, trespassing, or even assaulting people, all for clicks. So when I say Johnny Somali's punishment needs to be harsh, I mean it. Because if he gets off easy, it sends a message to all these other creators that they can do the same. And at this point, that's dangerous. Not just for the viewers, but for everyone around them. Streaming should be about creativity, not chaos. But now it's turned into a circus where people film crimes and call it content. And the sad part is, young audiences are watching this and thinking it's normal. So as Johnny Somali faces his final sentencing, I think we can all agree. It's time for real accountability. No more excuses, no more content. No more pretending it's entertainment. Because once he's behind bars, maybe, just maybe, others will finally learn that there are consequences for treating real life like a live stream. So, what do you guys think? Should Johnny Somali face the maximum sentence? And do you think streamers like Action Man and Joshua Block deserve similar punishment for their behavior? Let me know your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and as always, I'll keep you updated on everything that happens next.